Hey, it's Sarah. I'm just going to do a quick video today as we're all a little bit run down this week. In the house it's not too long till Christmas, so inevitably everybody gets run down. But today I just wanted to talk about my online strategy sessions, and just a bit more about what's included in those. You may have seen a few posts that I've been posting about booking them. But if you think that like your website and your overall online presence needs a bit of work in 2020, and that's somewhere you're looking to really get putting some energy in and some focus, and some improvements, then and one of my online strategy sessions could be a really affordable way to just get that game plan of what you're going to do, what you're going to focus on, because we all have this thing, I think, where there's so many different moving parts to having an online business. There's so many different areas to focus on, and I've done it myself. You go down a rabbit hole sometimes, and you find one thing to focus on, and then something else distracts you, and you think, oh, I'll try this, and then I'll try that, and then nothing really happens, and there's no forward movement. And it can be really difficult in this kind of online world to really have a solid plan to follow. So what's included in one of my strategy sessions? Well, the overall basis of it is that you have a 45-minute Zoom call with me. And in the Zoom call, we will talk about where you're at currently, with your business, and also what you want to achieve in the next sort of 12 months in the next year. So this is where we can kind of work together to identify maybe where there are some areas you want to work on if you're not too sure. Alternatively, if you have a particular area that you know you want to focus on and you need some accountability and some more advice about how to go about that, we can just focus on one area. So predominantly, we tend to talk about your website with an online business, but there are also, obviously, as I said, several other different moving parts. So if you're interested more in focusing on maybe a social media strategy or a content marketing strategy, then I can also talk about those particular subjects with you instead of just perhaps the website. If you do want to talk about your website specifically, I can go through the website and give you recommendations for like little tweaks or changes, things to try, things to improve the website, not just from a user point of view, but also from a performance point of view as well. If you can log into the back end of your website, we can check that everything's optimized and everything is, well maintained, up to date, things like that, just so that your website's working as well and performing as well as it should be. And then from this call, we will come up with a personalised strategy or a personalised plan for you so that you know what to focus on in 2020 in your online business. So, if you've had lots of ideas about different things to focus on, maybe like content marketing, email marketing, social media, adding things to your website, then we can kind of work together and find out where you're at now, and if what sort of things would be the best things for you to focus your time and energy in now. Because sometimes you can be at a certain point in your business, especially in the early days. Again, as I said before, you want to try so many different things, but sometimes some things are better to try when you're a little bit further down the line. So we don't want to get into that place where we're just sort of trying things that are a bit fruitless at the moment. So we'll hone down and work out what it is exactly would be the best uses of your time right now. Because if you're anything like me, then you're going to be, time is precious. You don't have time to kind of waste on trying the wrong things and going down the wrong rabbit holes. So that's part of what we will work together on the call to ascertain where you're at and what the best things are to do going forwards. And then from that, we come up with a written plan. So you can use that to refer back to, and also to implement changes, because, it will be the beginning of the year. So you're not going to get everything implemented that you want to straight away. Some things take time, like content marketing, for example, is an ongoing process. So it's good to have that written plan just to refer back to, you know, maybe when you get to sort of halfway through the year, you need a bit of a refresher, it's there in writing for you. You'll also, after the call's finished, you also get some follow-up emails for about 4 to 6 weeks afterwards. After the call, you'll get a few follow-up emails, and they're just from me to help keep you accountable. So just for making sure you're on the right track, giving you a little nudge, you know, if you said, right, I'm going to do such and such in the first quarter of 2020, then the emails are there to say, okay, well, have you done those, or are you getting on with those? It's just a little bit of accountability, really, going beyond the call, because the sessions are for action taking, really. Okay, so that's a bit more about the online strategy sessions. If you are interested in booking one, I think this video is going to go up on Monday. So on Tuesday, the 17th of December, I do have one slot available as of recording this video. Otherwise, all the rest of the strategy sessions are going to be in January 2020, and I've got a couple of spaces left where I can take Zoom calls for that. So if you are interested, I am doing them throughout January, and you can book one if you just DM me via either my Facebook page, Sass Tomlinson, or you can DM me on Instagram as well, and then we can get you booked in for one of those sessions.